I ain't one for tales, but my pa, he's seen what he's seen. Spent his whole days up in this holler, where the creek cuts through stone like it's got a grudge. Was him who found old Harlan's body, at least what was left of him. But let me start proper. Start with old Betty. She were his neighbor before the dark set in. Used to bring him yaller root tea when his joints ached. But then her boy slipped off in that log across the creek, and the current swept him away before she could blink. After that, Betty changed, stopped smiling, stopped talking, steps to that hog, lowered that hog, caught it rawhead, found it half dead in a briar patch, she did, nursed it with things that ain't right, mushrooms that glowed in the dark, creek water scooped under a new moon. That hog grew wrong, tusks like knives, eyes like hot coals, skin hung off like flaps. Pap, he told her, Betty, that's unnatural. She just spit in the dirt and said, ain't meant to be. Then Harlan started raising hell, a cussing, always a chewing his backer and a spitting threats. Claimed Rawhead ate his sheep. Probably did. One night, he come stomping up to Betty's house, shotgun in hand. My pa was a splitting wood nearby. Heard every word. Your devil's got my last lamb, witch, Harlan cussed, kicking her door so hard the hinges screamed. Betty stepped out, her wild as far away. Ain't a devil, she said. Calm as you please. That's justice. You stole my land, poisoned my well. Now it's coming round. Harlan didn't wait. Cracked Rawhead to the boneyard thicket, place where the old mines collapsed. Shot him twice. Pap heard that hog's cry. Sounded near human, he said. Next morning, he seen Betty out back, skinning what was left. Didn't bury the bones. She stacked 'em in a circle, chanting words that made the teeth ache. 3 nights later, Pap's eating supper when he starts hear scratching at the door. Not the soft kind. This were claws on pine, deep and splintery. Cracked it open, and there it stood, bloody bones. Taller than a man stitched from Rawhead's carcass, tusks replaced with jagged teeth, paws swelled with bear claws, and a tall, bushy tail, like a fox and twice as mean. Behind it, in the shadows, he seen Betty, grinning. Evening, neighbor, she croaked. Harlan's about to learn him some manners. Pap followed him. Couldn't help it. Felt like the night itself was a pulling him toward Harlan's cabin. Betty hammered on his door. Harlan, come out and meet my new friend. He come out, shotgun raised, and then froze. Bloody bones loomed over him, breathing rot. What in the hell is that? Harlan choked. Betty stepped forward, eyes a glinting. That tail's for sweeping your lies into the dirt, she said. The thing's tail lashed, snatching the gun from Harlan's hands like it was kindling. Them claws, he screamed back into the wall. For peeling the truth off your tongue. The claw snagged his overalls, shredding them like rags. Them teeth! Betty leaned in, whispering like a lover, for chewing the wickedness out of your soul. Them bloody bones moved. Ain't gonna tell you what done next. Some things, they stick in you like hooks. But I'll say this, when he found Harlan at dawn, there wasn't enough left to fill a feed sack. Betty vanished after that. Bloody Bones, oh, he stayed. I hear it some nights, tail brushing the leaves, claws clicking on stone. Once after a hard rain, I seen his tracks, hoof and paw, all mixed up, leading right to my porch. Now I keep a shotgun loaded with rock salt. Keep a jar of old Betty's yellow root tea on the sill too, just in case. But listen here. You ever smell wet iron in the wind? Ever hear a knock that ain't quite a knock? Don't answer. Bloody Bones ain't picky. It'll eat a liar just as quick as it will a thief. Down here in the holler, well, we're all guilty of something, I reckon.